Sagittarius, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So dear Saggy, today I'm going to be doing your reading from February 16 to the 22nd. This reading is going to be general, so it may resonate with you and it may not. Dear Sagittarius, in this reading I'm going to be taking a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify your main challenge and get some final advice for you. Sagittarius, it feels like I haven't seen you in a while and I really miss you so much, and I wanted to, touch upon to see how you're doing. My cutie patootie, looking all this so yummy. Now we're going to get into your reading, Sagittarius, and we're going to see what is an important message here that you need to know. Sagittarius. This message is going to be straight to the point, concise, and precise. Okay, so. Okay. So, Sagittarius, your challenge is the Two of Swords from February 16 to the 22nd. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Wands. Sagittarius, this is a very interesting theme that I'm seeing here for you. You do have a very important decision here to make with the Two of Swords. A lot of you are at the crossroads of your life. You're about to make a very important decision. You could go either this way or you could go that way. This is about you trusting your Sagittarian intuition, really making sense of what's going on, what has been happening, which direction do I move on, especially after a heartbreak and a breakup. What I'm seeing here for you in the near future, I will get into that in a second. This is critical and very important. We're going to clarify this and we're going to find out more information in a minute. Sagittarius, dear Sagittarius, in the recent past, you have the Seven of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and the Six of Swords. Sagittarius, in the recent past, there was a situation that came to an end. I do see here you with the Six of Swords slowly starting to pull away from a situation, or maybe someone started pulling away from you. It's not that there was no history between you and this person. Indeed, there was. But I do feel like here that with the Six of Swords, it was a process for many of you to disengage from this situation. It took a long time for you to heal and to transition. Okay, and maybe this person also started pulling back and you both went into different directions. We're going to clarify this and we're going to find out more information in a minute. In the present moment, you have the Ten of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Chariot. In the present moment, a lot of you are doing so much introspection and thinking within yourself. Indeed, there has been a very painful ending with the Ten of Swords. This situation ended very painfully for many of you, and it did cause you to really go through some sort of a shock, is what I'm getting. Maybe your body was in shock, your energy. And right now, Sagittarius, you are planning towards the future. You are working towards moving on. You might be also relocating, or maybe looking for a different job, looking for something new for yourself. You are working on a lot of things. And this is about you. This is a comeback, Sagittarius, that is very personal to you, and you're doing great by working on that. We're going to get back to this and we're going to clarify shortly. In the near future, you have the Eight of Cups, Ten of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. Sagittarius, what once you thought was going to be the ultimate epitome of happiness, after the betrayal, the person who betrayed you and they truly hurt you at a very deep level, you have come to realize that, you know what, maybe I need to really walk away from this situation with the Eight of Cups. I think I really need to disconnect and completely disengage from this situation and do what's best for me. Because in the near future, you have the Ten of Cups. There is a possibility of family, of you actually forming a family, like I'm seeing here children, or maybe just in general I'm seeing a reunion with someone that's very mature, but you're gonna need to walk away from something that did not work out, something that really betrayed your trust. And you may not see this because it feels like it's kind of hidden in the play from the plain sight, but you're doing so much work within you right now. There is an internal planning that's going on with the Chariot and the Three of Pentacles. It's like you're building yourself back up, and then you're gonna come out there, and then everyone is gonna be shocked. Like, is it you, Sagittarius? You're gonna be like, hell yeah! And you have the Page of Wands. So there is a brand new beginning here that's gonna happen for you. Brand new beginning, fresh start, okay, commitment. Without any further ado, let's get into your reading and let's clarify everything for you. Let's clarify the Two of Swords, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, honey buns. The Two of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Wands, that is you, the Ten of Wands, and the Ace of Swords, and you have the Justice at the bottom of the deck. This is about you being fair to yourself, okay? And, you know, your challenge here is very obvious. The Queen of Wands or the King of Wands, not a, gender specific. I know there is a lot of male, female Sagittarius is watching me. So you are really, really exhausted from the past. You're exhausted from the past person. You're exhausted from the past memories. You just don't want to continue living the rest of 2026, which we started, but we are literally already half February. It's insane. With the memories and the flashbacks and these burdens that come from the past. There is a karmic person in your life that you have recently released or you thought about releasing. Maybe that is something that you're really contemplating right now. And Sagittarius, in your 2026 reading, I remember your reading very well. Your yearly reading, that video really blew up. I wasn't expecting that, but apparently so many Sagittarius needed that. I talked about you cutting off someone who was a karmic, justice, the death card, okay? Cutting off someone that you thought you was gonna build a family with the Four of Wands, and you did give this person so many chances with the Fool at the bottom. But I feel like Sagittarius, you truly have come to realize that, you know what? I need to put an end to this. This is karmic justice being served. And I'm going to move on because I don't want to be connected with someone who is draining my soul, who is not on the same page with me. And, it's so paradoxical. It's really interesting when you disconnect and you say, you know what, I'm just going to move on, right? And then there is this Ace of Wands. It's like there's love coming towards your way when you were least expecting it, because you seem to be about to be getting very busy with working on something very significant. You are planning about your future. You're very wise and you're very smart, Sagittarius. Who gave you the weapon? You built it, because that's how smart you are. So you're battling in your mind. You're battling and you're going back and forth. What should you do with this situation? What should you do with this person, right? Should you leave? Should you stay? So that is why you're connecting the dots. I think that in the present moment, a lot of you are also doing research, just really spiritual research, connecting the dots, because you don't want to be, being with someone that just depletes you and drains your cup. Now, in the recent past, you have the Seven of Pentacles. There was history between you and this person, clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Ace of Cups. Everything started off great with this person. In the past, you met this person. It felt like you and this person were on the same page. Everything was going great, but that was the honeymoon stage. That was the honeymoon phase. What ended up happening, Sagittarius, in the past with the Five of Swords is that there was this constant arguments, competition, misunderstandings. I feel like, there was also like maybe a third party situation, as I can say, with the Three of Cups and the Five of Swords. Okay, so for many of you with the Five of Swords, there were a lot of arguments. All of a sudden, a side of this person started coming up that you were like, hold on, what in the actual freak? You were really questioning your sanity. You might have even been gaslighted by this person too. Okay, so let's clarify the Page of Swords, Sagittarius. And I am not mentioning the signs specifically in this reading because I'm leaving that to you. You know what I mean? Now, the Page of Swords, Sagittarius, in the past, I feel like that, you know what I'm feeling? You might have tried to give this person an ultimatum or some sort of a chance to get their shit together, and they didn't. And then there was a disconnection that must have happened, okay? So children could be very significant. Now, the Page of Swords is clarified by the Two of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Temperance. Temperance is you. In tarot, Temperance is the card of a Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you offered your love to this person. I do believe here you give them another chance. One of the things that I'm noticing is you and this person could have come from two different cultures and backgrounds as well. You tried to heal things with this person with the Temperance, give them a chance, right? And it didn't really work out because a lot of you felt like you were talking to the wall, or like this person had a completely different value or norms, or they were moving towards a completely different direction. Now, in the past, there was a transition and a separation. Some of you maybe were even married to this person, or there was a certain level of commitment. Sagittarius, the Six of Swords in the past is clarified by the Justice, the Seven of Wands, and the Four of Cups. So could have been also legal matters here, meaning like separation, right? And the World at the bottom of the deck. A situation here had to come to an end. I think that this was a lot of struggle for you, Sagittarius, to move on from this person, to put an end to this situation. I do feel like here that, you know, there was a cycle that had to come to an end. When this situation closed off, Sagittarius, many of you went within yourself with the Four of Swords. A lot of you have been isolated. A lot of you have been in your solitude, really healing your heart from this heartbreak in isolation and separation, because the way that things ended with this person was even quite unexpected. But also there is a strong feeling here of, you know, just things being very unfair. You know what I mean? And as a Sagittarius, you don't have a problem. I mean, to move on from people in general, you know, you're an optimist, but it's like, if someone truly fumbles you, Sagittarius, if someone really doesn't respect you and they don't understand your adventurous side, they don't understand your wild side, and if they're playing games with you, you are a centaur. You don't have time here to sit and play these mini peanut gallery conversations. You know what I'm saying? These mini dialogues. You packed up your stuff also, and you moved on too. And you did a lot of healing after this situation here came to an end with this person in the past. Sagittarius, in the present moment, it is very obvious with the Ten of Swords that a lot of you are healing from whatever has happened between you and this person. This is also the end of an era. This is also, Sagittarius, the end of a very painful cycle that you have felt. Even if it ended, you still felt the aftermath and the after effects of this situation. It is 3:32 right now on the clock. It's going to be 3:33, so that could be a very significant number for some of you. Sagittarius, the Ten of Swords in the present moment is clarified by the Five of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. You know, you do really care for this person, and I mean, you definitely cared in the past too. Sagittarius, what I'm really seeing here is that this is the battle that you're going through within yourself. Two of Swords is your main challenge, and then you have the Two of Pentacles showing up, right? Kind of weighing it down, going back and forth. You even are trying to see this situation from a completely fourth, fifth person perspective, but you're also coming into realization that, damn, this person really disappointed me. This person really hurt my feelings, and I'm very disappointed with what happened. I can't do this. You know, and you're going back and forth whether you should continue waiting for this person or not. And you know, you're closing off a chapter here because there is also something with the Hanged Man that is being eliminated on your mind. Okay, something is coming into the light, and you have the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles with the Chariot, you're working towards something here. You're working towards improving some sort of a situation for your life. It's clarified by the World, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. Now, this is going to resonate for some of you. Sagittarius, your finances are very important for you right now. You could be working towards also paying off some debt. You could be really, really thinking about getting your shit together and your financial situation together, even things that may have come up from the past. Okay, now you could be in the middle of some sort of a financial dispute. I don't know what that is about, but the World, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands, you're closing up something here. You might be working a lot, you might be working hard, you might be really wanting to resolve some sort of a financial conflict. That's what I'm getting. But you're also, by you doing these, you are thinking about the future. You could be even relocating to a different country, state, town, city. So there is definitely a change that you are preparing for, okay? A lot of you with the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck want to be your own boss. You want to do your own thing, okay? So you're working towards financial independence as well. Sagittarius, let's talk about the Chariot and see what the Chariot here means for you. And the Chariot is clarified by the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Strength. And you have the Page of Pentacles. For some of you, this could be, you know, a same-sex situation. Doesn't have to be. My channel is for everyone. A lot of you with the Chariot, I do see here you are accumulating this strength within you, this power within you, to move to a completely different direction within yourself. I think a lot of you are also realizing that, you know what, I need to fill my own cup. This person needs to level up. They need to do their own shit. I'm not taking responsibility for that. You're moving on onto better and bigger things, okay, upward. And this is gonna grant you a brand new beginning. You could even start a new job, new career here somewhere, or you could launch a business. Your final stretch here with the Eight of Cups is about you choosing to walk away from a situation with the Eight of Cups that's been very debilitating, that's been very draining. And this is like your final remark. It's the final purge. And the Eight of Cups Sagittarius, slow down, Savannah. So the Eight of Cups Sagittarius is clarified by the Judgment, the Chariot, and the Star. Okay, you could be dealing with, I'm not going to say the sign. If you know what the star stands for, you already know. For many of you, you are basically choosing to walk away from a situation that you thought that maybe this person was going to change. Maybe they were really going to work on themselves. It's just very debilitating. And again, this message is going to only resonate for a very specific group of Sagittarius. Please take whatever resonates. Sagittarius has been a difficult road. It's been a very, very tumultuous, difficult path for you to really move on, but you're making that call, you're making that decision, you're having that epiphany, that realization that what matters to you in the near future with the Chariot is your future. It's your future. It's you, maybe your children, maybe your well-being, your household, right? Because you want to move towards a relationship and a commitment that where you are actually taken very seriously, when there is no blame games going on, okay? And where you're actually very much well recognized and seen. So let's clarify the Ten of Cups here for you in the near future, which indicates family. It's clarified by the Hierophant. Hold on. The Hierophant, do you know what this means? Marriage, commitment, household, engagement certificate. The Hierophant, the King of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords, and the Magician. You're manifesting this, Sagittarius. Why are you acting like you're not? Okay? The relationship that you're going to enter into is going to be free from confusion, dishonesty, cheating, lying, someone playing games with you. That is the type of relationship that you're actually attracting for yourself. Because in the past, you even used to be with someone who actually stole money from you or took money from you, right? Seven of Swords and the King of Pentacles. That's not your story no more. But remember, Sagittarius, and mark my words, you need to set some boundaries. You need to set some really important boundaries. Because with the Nine of Wands, that's the wounded warrior and the wounded soldier. You have been through a lot. You need to make sure you're not jumping into things right away. I know the Sagittarius excitement, but you need to hold the horses with the Knight of Wands, okay? You need to focus on your financial independence. You need to make sure that you secure your back first, that you take care of yourself first, before you can fully move into with this person and start planning your future along with this person's future, okay? You come first, Sagittarius. Did you hear what I said? And you have the High Priestess. It is going to be a spiritual union, and at the same time, this is about you utilizing and using your intuition. Page of Wands, this person could be younger than you. We're going to get into your advice. We're going to see what is the advice for my fellow fire sign Sagittariuses. Sagittarius, your advice here is the King of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Judgment. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Swords. Choose who you are going to serve on this day, on this very day, okay? Four of Swords, and you have the Nine of Swords. It has taken you a long time to heal from this breakup, separation, betrayal, and a painful ending. Your biggest piece of advice here, Sagittarius, with the King of Wands, which is a Sagittarius card here, Minor Arcana for fire signs, Page of Wands, and the Judgment. With the Judgment, this is about the actual realization that you have, your research, which is going to facilitate you making that final decision with the Judgment. Which direction do I want to move forward to? Who do I really want to be with? Remember, you are the King and a Queen of Wands. You are a visionary. You are a missionary. Maybe you also like the missionary. So I'm saying position. Nonetheless, this is about you getting into the right position, right situation with the right person at the right time. You are manifesting this anyways. There is no need to worry about the how, but this is about you becoming very clear on the direction of your life that you want to move, because you have the Two of Swords as your challenge. Do I go left or do I go right? Either way, I do feel like here you know the answer. If you were to go back to certain people and a person from the past who played you, you already potentially know what you could be setting up yourself for. But when you attract the person that you have set the intentions for to manifest, that could turn out to be better, right? So Sagittarius, this is what I had for you. Thank you very much for being here. I greatly appreciate you and your presence and your participation. I believe that this reading helped and resonated to a very specific group of Sagittarius out there. Love you, and I will see you next one. Have a great weekend. Bye.